again. I think there was some disconnection, so I was left out. So in this case, I'll continue what I was just sharing with you all. So today's topic is about, if you have a gap year in your academic life, how do we cover it up, or how or what should be our steps further if we still insist to, if we want to really study abroad, how do I go further? So in this case, the answer is yes, you definitely have choices to go abroad. You definitely can apply and get through a good university. So what is done, that is bygones. We can't change that. And I understand that certain things did not go your way, or you did not put in the right efforts at that point of time. That doesn't mean that I completely, rip you apart, that, in future you will be held for all what you did in the past. So I absolutely serve students, and we have absolutely worked with students who have messed up in their past with their academics. They have academic gaps, or they have ample of backlogs, and that makes them very fearful whether they can go abroad or they can do their masters or not. So education is something which certainly comes to everybody, but you need to choose the right university, and you have to have a proper career growth and career path ahead. Now, saying this, there are a lot of mishaps which happen in this area. A lot of counselors in the market typically try to send you to very lower end university, and even you are ready to compromise because you know your academics are not strong. Now, saying this, it is something which is very heinous and very scary, because you might end up in a university which will not give you the liberty to have a good job or even progress further. Now that demotivates the child much more beyond than what it had done in the past, because now you have also shelled out a lot of your parents' money, and that's why it becomes a very bad start to your career. I would say you need to have a right counselor who can guide you what you can do. So if you have an academic gap, I certainly understand you have to step down on the choice of your universities. We cannot target the best of the best universities. In fact, in some cases you can. How? Because if you have achieved a lot later, might be not academically but professionally and everything, I have seen exceptions in my own students, that a lot of popular universities look for students who have done mistakes and learned from it. So either you have done something exceptionally well after the the blow that you had academically. If you have not, there are a lot of students who still are in that average mode. I understand you are, but you are quite exceptional in understanding that, and you're ready to go into a step down on the choice of universities. Now, as a counselor, what I look for is, even if I'm stepping down a level of universities, I better choose the good ones still, because there are ample of universities, very good countries, so everybody has some choice and some fit. To make you and give you that right fit, you need to have the right experienced counselor, because then only you will be able to set your career path on a right track again. If you miss that boat also, you will be much more deeper in the shit that you are into. So better to get engaged and do your research well enough. So if you have academic gap, do not worry guys, you still have the hope to go to a good university. Certain countries like US and others, they typically give you a second chance by taking up a GRE or a GMAT. So if you score well in that test score, you still have a very high chances to get into a good university. I understand Canada and some of the countries might be difficult, because Canada typically looks at academic excellence. So universities in Canada are very particular about academic excellence. However, if you still want to go to Canada, you may opt for Canada colleges. That is what you can really do. So there are ample of opportunities even if you have an academic gap. So you need to look for those right choices. The right choices might not be known to you at this point of time. Hence, choosing a right counselor is very important. So academic gap is not an end to your career, guys. It was something which happened. It is gone. It is bygones. It is spilled beans now. We cannot cry foul on it. We better move ahead to make our career and take charge of it. To take charge of it, you need to explore your avenues and really understand what you want to do. I also tell students that you also have to have the clarity about what exactly you are passionate about. Hence, I talk about profile building a lot of times, which I did yesterday as well, about why it is important to build your profile. So if you have an academic gap, I would suggest start building your profile, enrich your profile, work for a year, get your things in hand again, and then apply for a university which will now not look only at your academic but will also look at the other aspects which you have achieved. So give yourself that time to explore and learn new things, so that the university understands that yes, you have not done academically well, but you are a sound aptitude person. To know, so the universities typically engage in understanding a student in varied ways: essays, letter of recommendation and stuff, your CV. So all these things come well enough, you have to write them well enough, and this is certainly what we take care at Education Street. So if you think your grades are not well, you have backlogs, you have academic gap, I understand they are really a big pain point in your profile, but there are ways, and an experienced counselor can certainly get you your dream and your way out to the universities or to the country that you really want to aspire to study further. So education is for everybody, with good grades or with also certain lower grades. So if you are in that turmoil, or if you think your profile is something very low, do not just stop thinking about your dream of going abroad and studying abroad. Ask us, let us know, and we will try our best to get you really something very strong which will take your career or take you bring you to a higher pedestal. So that is what we promise our students, and every student that we have on board on Education Street is very important to us. So I hope this serves the purpose, and if you are at the scary fact where your grades are not very strong, do not worry, talk to us, we will try to simplify things for you. I hope this session was useful. If you still have any questions, share your profile, ask us, we will certainly get back to you. So see you next week. Thank you. Be safe.